सप्रेसरहरू देखा परिरहेको छ अनि अहिले स्क्रिनमा छम हाम्रो हाई प्रोटोटाइपलाई देखाइरहेको छ है राइजिङ नेपाल एक्स एकदमै खतरा खेल्दैछन् अहिले एकदमै धेरै चिकन डिनर हान्न भ्याइसकेका छन् है हाम्रो राइजिङ नेपालले र हाइप भर्सेस राइजिङ नेपाल भइरहेको छ अहिले स्क्रिनमा एज यु क्यान सी हियर हाम्रो पिएनकाहरू चाहिँ बिस्तारै जोनतिर सर्दै रहेछन् हैन अलङ विथ ज्यानमाराहरू अनि आइनेसकाहरू चाहिँ खै किन हो अझै पनि धेरै नै पछाडी छन् जोनको नजिक नजिकै एन्ड आई थिंक दे आर हेडिङ टुवर्ड्स द जोन अगेन टी2के को बोलिहाङलाई हामीले स्क्रिनमा देख्न सक्छौं
that are gonna happen in this exactly the query is.
Okay, so no one has joined yet.
That terrorist kind of thing. You can see each and every query has natural floors on them. So like first floor, second floor fights are gonna happen. And 1971 is taking fight with R3D and they have dropped down one player. And Mr. Yozu has spotted some players from the side of TDP as well. But for now, TDP would like to go to safety because they know the open area fights are gonna deal a lot of damage for themselves as they were going for it. And one of the players can actually be caught off in this moving vehicle. No, he just goes to safety. This is looking really good for TDP right now. But Elementrix, I think it has made them more angry. Look at them just stepping into the buggy right now. They just want, I mean, Orange was like, let's just go for the fight, but then they were like, no, let's just leave it out. But then R3D is being contested by another team of PN right now as Afsec takes down Season and just finishes him in a hint of second right now. So I think R3D can be in a bit of trouble. I mean, Miramar was theirs, but they are kind of getting, getting a shot at in Erangel much more.
Yeah, Erangel is going to be hard one for them when PN Gaming come in from Saverny and R3D is in their crosshairs. 1971 on the other hand collapse on R3D as well as IR2 is going to be taken down, and let's look at where this circle is going to be. Once again, feeling like a lot like Vikendi and feeling a lot like the first game of Erangel that we saw. But PN Gaming, Mafia Ninja, he's going to be caught out by the players from the side of SoltiXtreme when they are crossing in that car. Mafia Ninja takes a lot of damage, drops down to around 80% health, gets in the buggy, is going to look to rotate out of here because this is going to be a bad position for him. And now you have to move in, towards the circle, you have to control the center of that circle so the other rotations can become a lot easier. Talk about things becoming easier. The AWM with the 4X, with the military level vest, the level 3 helmet and the backpack.
Okay, so we're back again. Hi, and look at that. Oh my god, look at that damage and khatra handira hai. Screen ma hamro अहिले DE को साइफु सर हुनुहुन्छ and they are hitting 1971 लाई हान्दै रहेछन् है गाइस एकदमै बिस्तारै सिंगल शट हान्दै and almost knock हान्न सफल हुन लागेका थिए but oh no, almost
one of the squads obviously is going to survive, and that if 1971 goes out in this one, they will be stepping out of the top 6 top 7 position, and it's going to be difficult for them to make up once again. Chala,
we're having some technical issues यता है अलिकति साउन्डमा एरर आइरहेको छ है खै के भएको हो साउन्ड आइरा छैन है के भयो टाइममा off भइराछ साउन्ड के भयो
Going to give you an advantage because edge of the circle is going to exit out and Tullion, look at him just barely surviving. I mean, this is a high time. Hype needs to understand that this is not at all their fight. They'll have to just get away from this one.
के साउन्ड त ठीक आइरहेछ तर टाइममा गइराको छ यार साउन्ड
Solti AJ has been taken on. Prerak and Infos are moving forward. Infos goes down as well as Sonam is coming from behind and Prerak is out there. JyanMaara is also coming to join the party, but right now they just make a good move. Prerak is out there taking his TPP, taking his time as Solti is trying to move in forward. Gets in forward. Fight is going to happen between Prerak and Rusin. Who's going to go down? Prerak goes down. Rusin is on 10 HP. Crazy is moving in forward. Crazy is out there. Rusin, no time to heal. Sonam goes down. Crazy is the lone survivor right now. Rusin on 10 HP. Xtreme on 75 HP right now. Crazy takes him out as well. Just one player surviving, but that will be the end as Rising Nepal exits the stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and SoltiSquad was the squad that made it happen. They came in, they conquered Rising Nepal, but on the other side is JyanMaara going to survive this assault from DE Wadusa. He is just dropping the hammer on him from that AK and the Tommy gun switch coming in, but switches back to the AK again because it does a lot of damage on the long range. So you have to be careful now. They know where the players from the side of SoltiSquad are. Their attention is focused on Solti. They have to be careful. They have to watch out. They have to watch their backs. On the other side, talking about watching back, 7C Hades right up against Rivals. The nades being thrown, the car is there for cover, but can you survive behind that? Arus has already been taken out. Hazy's going to fall down, and that is going to be a wipe of 7 Cs in a matter of seconds by the hands of Rivals.
All right, just take a deep breath.
Yeah, I ran out of breath.
Out there, the thing is that the teams are dominating more than anything, and that domination is being shown up in the form of squads being eliminated. And all right, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Yeah.
You guys as well. This circle is an exact circle. In one of the competitives, Fnatic had an absolute win in the same exact circle. So I would want to see if a team goes on a rampage and does the same stuff, because this circle has everything. It has some houses, it has amazing ridges, it has adequate areas to make appropriate car covers for your teams, and it has the sense of rotation as well, because you can rotate from house to house. Your vehicle can rotate from one area to the other. So this is by far one of the best final zone fights we can see if the fights go till that way. If the players go with the strategic gameplay, then they can just, outperform each and everyone and can give us some of the best, some of the most amazing fights. Look at that, Mafia Ninja just still trying to spot the players. I mean, the players are 600 meters apart, and still, like, we cannot see the names as well. But still, they are going for it, and this is one gun that can shoot them 600 meters apart with a lot ease. I'm talking about the AWM, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this demon on your screens. Thompson on the hands of Wadusa, just trying to deal the damage, and DE Wadusa, he just pops out of the car. That is something that is out there, and Demon goes down as Mafia Ninja, but then DE they can steal the kill. They can steal the kill. The kills can be stolen on the side of TX, as TX's players are so low on health. Niku has also been spotted out there. Kazi is just lying down, and that is going to be as one more player, that is Niku, goes down, as Marvin Ninja's Mini 14 is doing incredible wonders. Niku and Demon just trying to survive out there. Mafia Ninja with his Mini 14, Akish with his M16, Shifu sir on one area. What is this going to steal the kills? And yes, he does. No, he does not, as the cover fire comes in, and DE, they are going to lose the players. But then Demon has been taken down, and Illusion sir is moving in forward for a reason right now. We'll have to see what happens as the fights are coming in, and Mafia Ninja, he started. He's gonna finish all of this, but then look at this. The Shack has all the players, and if Mafia Ninja just spots him, it's gonna be one by one. Heads popping, guns blazing. Wadusa goes down in the fight. CX Kazi also goes down. T2 Ishari taking fight against Elementrix's Poo Man. 14 teams alive, 47 players still surviving.
Yeah, 46 players, because Kazi is going to be taken down, and that is just going to be trouble for the side of TX. But T2K, they are right on the top of Elementrix. Can they make advantage of this situation that they are in? A nade is going to drop one player from the side of TDP, and Solti Xtreme is going to be taken out by 1971 Gladiators. Two teams have been taken out. R3D Devils with just one, Xtreme with Team Xtreme with just one, and Solti is going to survive with just two players, as one of the guys who was knocked down is going to be finished off from this game. SoltiSquad still have a lot of kills for them, so they need to make sure that they survive to the later stages. Elementrix, how many players are you going to lose? As Poo Man, Mr. Yozu, they have been taken down. But the revives, can they come in? Oh, R3D Devils, after the last amazing game on Miramar, once again comes an early exit on Erangel. This has not been their day. The climb, the comeback that everyone thought was going to happen has been stopped there on Miramar itself. Puffy with that Mini 14 is going to look to spot out some of the players from the side of Rivals, is going to spot them, but the shots were not fired. And SoltiSquad take an exit, as 1971 Gladiators just drop all of them, getting a triple kill in the process and eliminating all the players. SoltiSquad, 5 kills, 13th position for them.
Yeah, that's gonna give them 6 total points, but then how much difference that's gonna make, that's gonna be like one of the things. We'll have to see what overall the scenario goes for. But the major factor is like I was telling about the circle shift this time. Now PN Gaming, they are in a good spot, but then DE, they are gonna be capitalized by the circle, as the circle just hits 216 meters is where they have to go. So DE will have to move in, and PN AppSec is just trying to forward look for this. At the players have been spotted. The grenades were coming in, and the grenades are coming in really close. You can see really close, and this is gonna just go and do some blast on the car. Okay, it was a smoke. So smoke has been taken out for some reason, and AppSec is trying to take the lean TPP. So there's one thing. All right, I'll tell you one thing. There's a TPP, and then there's a lean TPP, and Chimusa goes down, and AppSec is doing really good right now. But then the revive will come. I mean, it's an incredible strategy. You revive someone, and then you let him die, and then the kill does not come into your favor. Like that's like one of the things. Rivals Noob takes on Elementrix's orange out there. T2K Hunter has been taken on by NHN Police. That's one thing. And Marvin just moves in forward. Shivita goes down, and so does one more player. Marvin Ninja one-on-one fight right now, but then he won't be able to take it as Marvin Ninja goes down. And I think the player will like to finish him. Obviously, Marvin Ninja has been finished by the Illusion. So PN, the call has been given. Let's just move away from here as the players are gonna go and bleed outside the circle right now. But if anything, one thing that Illusion Sir can do is heal battle. If he just works on it, then he can actually do an incredible heal battle. On the other hand, team number 10 on a mini map, you can see has to get inside the circle. Team number 20, that is TDP, has to get inside the circle right now. Circle domination is going to be something as NHN actually falls short and Reaper OP goes down out in the fight. NHN Gole also goes down, so this is looking really bad for NHN as just Lakhe is surviving. One player, how long? A grenade goes in but does not actually go in right now. Otherwise, it would have been an end game for two players of JyanMaara.
Yeah, but now Hype is the squad that's in trouble as Gurkha was taken down a couple of seconds earlier. The fact that INES is there as well, engaging upon 1971 Gladiators can actually help out the players from the side of Hype. Lakhe has smoked himself, covering himself, just trying to hide from the players of the side of JyanMaara, who are charging in. T'Challa with that car is going to pick up his teammates. No, he heads up to the other fight. TDP, they come in for the rescue. Sarga takes a lot of damage, but is going to fall back, is going to try and be safe. Lakhe, he has rotated out of the circle for now. Mr. Yozu, he's standing behind the rock. He's not moving at all. Utsarga, he is going for the flank. Yuzu is going to come out, and Utsarga survives with a magic pixel.
What?
Literally magic pixel.
Oh.
The zone touches him. The blue zone touches him. This is going to be a knock coming in, so he needs to run. He needs to run,
boy, run. That's one thing that he needs to do. PN, and it just goes down. That is just incredibly amazing by TDP. Utsarga is still surviving. He is still making his way right now. Doku goes down, but not Utsarga. I mean, the boy is on. He is invisible right now,
yeah.
if anything. And Elementrix gets eliminated out there on 12th position. So once again, big names just going out, and Gurkha Whitey has been taken down. TDP, they are gonna go and take his kill, but then Hype Dalian also goes down, and okay, and Elementrix was eliminated. SK49. See, this is one thing. 1 versus 1. Which team is gonna take? As Utsaga spots one. But SK49 also goes on. Just 10 HP. Utsaga is trying to stay alive for his team. He takes him down as well. Utsaga is gonna heal or something. Prototype is out there, but then they are gonna go and give revive as well. Nepali only gets eliminated. One thing that Hype should do right now, yeah, 2 more smokes, and after that just heal and run away. Otherwise, they are gonna lose the game. PN Gaming gets eliminated on the 9th position with 4 kills for themselves. On top has been revived. One good grenade in that smoke can just end everything, and if by meaning of the end everything, it'll just take the game away from them. Look at Prototype trying to move in backward. Gurkha does not have any first aid. He is using the bandage right now to save himself. JM Sonim, he has spotted some players of T2K. That is going to be the end of Shari. If Shari gets spotted, Shari has been spotted, like not exactly, but quite literally in those positions. We'll have to see what happens out there.
Yeah, but INES, Badrev was knocked down. Machine took a nade to the face. So INES, they are going to be in trouble, as well as 1971. The Gladiators are right next to them. And 1971 Gladiators, they are going to be looking to causing some trouble for the side of INES and climbing up to the first spot themselves. On the other side, Rivals Noob, one of the few surviving players for his teams. I mean, just one player was taken out. Divine was taken out. Trigger, he is so low. Slayer is still hiding, slithering. And TDP, Hype up next to each other. Utsarga on top goes in, on top goes out. He has been taken out, and Utsarga is going to fall down as well. And Hype is the team that comes out on top. But the players are taking damage because 1971 Gladiators, now they focus their attention on towards Hype. Nightwing firing those shots. Prototype out in the car. He's going to be taken down in a matter of seconds. No, he still survives. The shots from the M4 and the 3X on it, they actually are not landing, but now his plan is to blow up the car, which is going to happen. But the Prototype still somehow manages to survive that onslaught.
Oh, that is incredible. Hype is trying to survive inside the game. Rivals Trigger goes down. Rivals is on a bad spot as Slayer and Noob are surviving. Look at this. Once again, JM Sonim trying to see Shari. That's one thing that he is just trying to do. And Shari is not giving him any location. I think Shari would like to die off the zone rather than give his kill to Sonim. But for how long? 1 pixel C was spotted out there of Shari. So that actually confirms to Sonim is there's one person out there. I think Shari is going to go outside the circle. He is not giving his skill as Sonim was trying to spot Shari. But then look at this. INES is here.
Yeah.
He is out there. So INES with 2 players surviving. How long can they? 3 players, sorry. How long can they go for it? And the airdrop is coming to 1971 Sinestro's side. if the zone actually moves to their side, they can easily win the game. Shame Solim goes down as Shari spotted him. T2K Shari is on domination, but then the play zone is gonna eat him alive, and that's gonna be the end of T2K. 5 teams remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 14 players surviving. Rivals there takes down INES's Evil Eye. Which team is gonna win this one? T'Challa is on 1 HP, not anymore, as Tier takes him down as JyanMaara. T'Challa goes down. Wong's smoke is coming in to survive, to actually give him a revival right now. 1971 as well. The circle is not favoring any team right now. Circle is on the outskirts of each and every, out of the reach of each and every team. Nightwing takes on INES's Tail, so they have a clear, if not clear vision, but still they have a vision, as Nightwing, he is trying to spot the players, but Ryan has spotted some players. Gunnar takes down one. Gunnar takes down Rivals. Who takes down Trigger, as INES is also taking part. And that is going to be the end of Rivals right now. Ryan also goes down from 97. 97, can it be the game of their comeback? Or can they just take each and everything in their hands? That's going to be one of the questions in the minds, as we have 4 teams remaining.
Yeah.
11 players surviving. Hype has the least chance of a chicken dinner right now.
Yeah, Hype has the least chance, but INES are there as well. Machine is the only man left standing, as Evil Eye was knocked down and Teo was finished off. Evil Eye is going to be finished off. Machine is the only man alive, and in this game for his team, can he take this one? INES, 1 man surviving. Hype, 2 people. Gladiators with 2 surviving, but 1 has been knocked down. And Gurkha from the side of Hype is going to be taken down, as Wang from JyanMaara is just going to eliminate the entire team.
Bad decision. You cannot take a vehicle in the final circle. That was a bad decision from the side of Team Hype. JyanMaara T'Challa still surviving with a Pais, but his helmet in West. Look at them. They, if someone just punches him, that's just gonna just go out. That's gonna be one of the things. But then one of the things is that 3 teams surviving. Which team is gonna have a chicken dinner? INES, can they go on a roll, or is it gonna be 1971 second chicken dinner? JyanMaara also looking in forward for it. JyanMaara has a 50% winner chicken dinner's forecast. Can they go for it? 2 players surviving from their side. 1971, 2 players surviving from their side. JyanMaara T'Challa goes down. They had 3 players. Now it will be 2. It was a 1v2v3 situation. Machine is moving in forward. He is out there. Spots in his throw. Takes him down. Nightwing. But then the damage has been done. 6 bullets in his gun. And he's going to go by the play zone. He is going to go by the play zone, as INES just goes out. It is a situation out here. 1v3. 1971. 1 Nightwing. Can this solo guy take the squad fight in his hands, as T'Challa is going to be out there being revived, and he has been revived. He has been touched by the hands of God, and he has been revived right now, putting up a first aid for himself. Gunner, Wang, T'Challa, 3 players against Nightwing, who is in an adequate cover, 16 meters to the zone right now. He's trying to pop up the smokes in to get inside the circle. 40 bullets, does not have a helmet. T'Challa does not have a vest, but he is moving in the right direction. He has spotted 1 player, Uzi, coming into the equation, and easy finish, as the squad of JyanMaara takes a chicken in their hands.
The probability was in their favor, the maths was in their favor, and you can't beat math.
I mean,
you can't beat the Uzi, I want to say, in the close range situation, because as the player just ran in and finished the guy lying on the floor. And once again, Uzi, incredible rate of fire on that gun. I mean, in close range combats, you can hardly ask for
final game. So that's like gonna be one of the things. But then talking about the games and all those stuff, let's just have a look at the overall standings as of now. That which team is standing where? Like all right. This is
hype climb up to the
this
second. Yeah.
is a good one for Team High. But then INES 16 points lead for themselves, 86 placement points, 51 kills. Second team to reach the 50 kill mark. They are on the first position. Team Hype with 1 chicken is out there on the second, Gladiators on the third, Xtreme on the fourth, Elementrix on the fifth, Deadeyes on the sixth right now. 2-point difference between Deadeyes and JyanMaara. They are on the 7th. SoltiSquad is on the 8th position for now with 92 points in their hand. But then let's talk about the teams that are, trying, but then they are about to reach at the positions like PN Gaming on the 9th, T2K on the 10th with 1 chicken, Nepali Ho Ni on the 11th, TDP on the 12th, Rising Nepal on the 13th, 7C on the 14th, with 1 chicken. R3D is on the 15th and Rivals is on the 16th spot right now. The difference with Rivals and R3D is also a lot more as of now.
Yeah, the difference is pretty big, and once again, the difference between the 6th and the 7th position, it is just 2 points. So those 2 points can matter a lot. With that, let's have a head-to-head between those two teams as well and see how different they are from each other. Because 2 points separating them, it is going to be a lot of kills on the side of JyanMaara. It's just that the placement has not been consistent, and that is something that has been affecting this team's standing so far.
Yeah, and they don't have a chicken right now, but then they have 99 points, about to touch 100 mark. Like the next game, good or bad, they'll be out there. 36 kills for this team, 43 for the other team. And the thing is, the damage to healing ratio, good with Deadeyes guys, and that's like one of the things that just happens out there for the team. So this has been a really good start, but then for the 2 games remaining, anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen, especially on the map of surprises, which is going to be Vikendi, which is happening after the short break that we are going to come back from. So you guys just stay tuned, keep watching. Hello everyone and once again welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Regional Finals. My name is Warren Super Johnny John, being joined on the airdrop by Ocean Sharma.
And 4 games for today.
Yeah.
So many games for yesterday, like 6, no, not so many, like it is so many, but
Yeah.
6 games for yesterday, 4 games for today. So we are heading to that final stage, the final area where the fights are gonna be like, they are either predictable or it's gonna be either at the north end or at the south end for some teams. You can go YOLO if you want to, you can go as if you have nothing to lose, or you have to play passive if you're on 7th or 8th, just so that you can make that spot. And talking about making that spot, this is gonna be a game-changing map because Vikendi, you guys know, everything changes out here from Hot Springs, Cantra to Port. So you got Zababa, you got Coal Mine, you got Krichas, you got Goroka, you got Dobromesto, Villa, Castle, Port was the good areas out. The Cement Factory, obviously Volnova, Cosmodrome is going to go to that area. So let's see which team goes where, as NHN is making the first drop.
Yeah, and for the past couple of days, it has been those Cosmodrome fights and the Cosmodrome circles that have caused a lot of troubles for a lot of teams. But Nepali Ho Ni was one of the first teams to exit the plane, and now they are going to make the exit towards the Hot Springs area. On the other side, 7 Seas, they are going to move towards the winery and going to look for a loot over there.
All right,
but
look at one thing. Hype's drop. Prototype is at one area, SK49 and Gurkha, and oh my god.
All of them are spread out.
And the circle is spread out as well. You can see the circle just has one team as of now inside in them. That is TX right now. But then PN is making its entry as well.
What was Erangel doing? He is at the northmost point where the trajectory of the plane ended, and that's where the man is dropping. But talking about dropping, I think a few of the players are going to drop down as Rising Nepal come in a close quarter situation with JyanMaara, the team that got the chicken dinner in the last game on Erangel. But this is Vikendi. This is a map of surprises. This is a map that everything changes on, as the circle is going to be in a weird spot. So are the teams and the players with shotgun in his hand. Can Alex YT clutch this one out for his team? Wang is right in front of him and Gunnar and T'Challa on the sides, but Wang is going to peek at the right time and Alex YT drops down to 70% health.
That was impressive. Like, there are players who want to have their fights. The initial fights also matter for some players, and if be it shotguns, be it anything, if you have the resources, you're just gonna go and charge in. As Gunnar, look at him. Gunnar is moving out in the open for some reason. That could have, could have been catastrophic, but still, he's looking really good. He has a G36C. He's trying to take the TPP right now, but then Crazy was not on his side. Now it's Sonam on his side. If the TPP information leaks, then obviously he can pop some hits, but he chooses to move to the other direction because one of his players, that is T'Challa, is moving really close to him. T'Challa, he can spot Sonam. If Sonam gets spotted, that's going to just be end of Rising Nepal's Sonam. As we know right today. So if Rising Nepal falls short of some things, they just go for it. Alex Whitey takes some more damage onto him as his dropping location was quite bad, but then look at the Sonam, and each and everyone, they just go away. But if Sonim founds them, I think that's going to be a good thing, as he's also trying to take that TPP, trying to take that 1 pixel shot if he sees someone. We'll have to see if that happens or not. On the other hand, Gunnar once again has that G36C level 1 stuff for him, and this is incredible. See, what are they doing is, just go out, come in a hint of second, just hoping if a player is taking TPP, then they'll shot him. But then they know that there's no player, so now they can just move in the houses and in the open for now.
Yeah, the technique known as shoulder peeking, where you try and pull off some shots from your opponents and check and see if they are keeping their vision towards you. So if you get shot at, you can be careful. You can fall back, go in for the rotates. The information can be relayed to your teammates as well as to this is where the guy is. We need to be careful. We need to find another approach. But talking about finding another approach, JyanMaara, they will have to do that as T'Challa was taken out. R3D, they are engaging in on JyanMaara as well. A third party coming in the early stages. The first 3 minutes, can R3D take advantage of the fact that JyanMaara are going to have to use those heals on that one teammate of theirs. But Sunim, he's going to fall back, join Gunnar and join the forces. Rising Nepal, they have to be careful as well, as R3D can wipe them out in the same time that they do JyanMaara. So 3 teams colliding against each other in these close quarters of these houses.
I mean, R3D, they had a chicken dinner, but then they had a bad run as well. Can they or can they not just change everything for your team is one question. I don't think so they can, as IR to fall short, as JyanMaara is looking good for a fight, but then Gunner goes down as the trade comes in. TPP, you should be taking TPP. That's a bad decision to go out in such an open area, but then Season is still surviving to see another day. But can he survive for long, as Sonim was moving in forward, but Season goes up to finish what he started. Wrong room right now. Will try to take the TPP out here, but as one player just charges in and he goes for it. One shot, two shot, but then just bullets, 30 bullets right now. That's gonna be the end of him as well. As look at this, T'Challa goes in and Wong revives Gunner right now. But then on the other hand, you can see Rising Nepal is crazy. He is low on health right now as this barrel was going aim assisted on him.
Yeah, but once again, Kagura, he's going to have to pull up the weight for his teammate because IR2 was taken down and Season has been finished off of this game. That's 2 players down, Kagura and Erangel, the only 2 players remaining for this team of R3D. And as we saw on the minimap, Erangel was on the north corner. He's not going to be a part of this fight. So this is going to be a 1 versus 6 situation wherein 2 players from the side of JyanMaara were taken down. But now Crazy from our end, he's going to be taken out. Kagura, he can go down. He is so low. Alex, he's going to switch the weapon to the UMP and finish what he started. R3D Kagura, he's going to be knocked down, but who is going to get that kill out in the open? JyanMaara, the players are quite low. Sonam is going to be taken down by T'Challa, and Sonim is going to get the kill for IR2. R3D in so much trouble right now. 3 players already lost, and Zell, the only man surviving. And is he even in the game right now?
I mean, the major factor out there is going to be that JyanMaara and Rising Nepal, the players, the teams that are right close to each other. But still, it's a thing that which team goes for a comeback right now, as both the teams have had their share of fights against R3D, against each other, against just trying to make it to the way where they can just just go for it all in, because this is the second last match. If anything, this counts a lot. I mean, the points distribution is obviously the same as the other matches, but the pressure increases as the fights increase. Fights just come in. Still, as of now, all 16 teams are surviving. The first circle has started to just pick up its pace, but for how long will this 16 remain 16?
I think Vikendi for this time, especially in this game, the circle is not that much in the water. It's like 20% water and 80% of it is still on land. So this game is going to turn out to be a passive one. And now once again, the teams of Rising Nepal JyanMaara going to the Mexican standoff. Alex Whitey has an amazing position for himself right over that window on the roof. And he can actually be the thing that changes if he does not get spotted out by the players from the side of JyanMaara. But the way T'Challa is, the way he is positioned, I think Alex, he peeks for once, he mispeaks, he's going to be taken down. Talking about being taken down, High Prototype is going to take down Rivals Divine.
MP5K at that distance, impossible.
Yeah.
Impossible.
That control.
That should not happen, and that happened out here. That means Hype is looking good for a comeback right now, if anything. And James Chala drops down to low health. Can JyanMaara just take this fight? I mean, JyanMaara has had a chicken dinner for themselves, but then all that matters is the pressure situations that Rising Nepal is putting them in. Those pressure situations can break the game for any individual player, and if all the 4 players gets broken by one, then obviously the game actually shifts its momentum to the other team. So that thing is what right now Rising Nepal would not be wanting. But if it happens by JyanMaara's side, by JyanMaara's side, I think the game is gonna shift its momentum. And the one opening, both the teams need one opening. If they just spot one player and just shot them down, I think they're gonna go and move in for a complete squad wipe.
Yeah, talking about squad wipes, it is going to be the MK14 coming in the first airdrop with the extended quick draw mag for the assault rifles. And did I just see a ghillie suit in that airdrop? Interesting. Coming in, that can give you so much advantage in this game. And once again, so we have talked about this as well. The fact that this is an early fight, you need to avoid these because then things like these happen. As Crazy from the side, Rising Nepal is going to be taken down by Sonim from JyanMaara. The Molotov is burning in the first floor, but it's not going to do any damage. Stala is going to go for the peak, but Alex Whiting with the UMP is going to dish out tons of damage, dropping the player down to 50% health. Crazy was already taken out. Here comes the Molotov on the rooftop. Alex, you have to dodge this. You have to get out of there. It is going to force the player to rotate out of the position, but not by that much. T'Challa
All right.
He does not
T'Challa.
have any heals.
Yeah, he does not have any heals right now. His helmet is also in a bad spot right now. His vest is half broken. Sonam goes down as Sunim goes on the fight. And look at this, JyanMaara charging and moving and charging in forward right now. Alex Whitey drops down, but that drop is going to be a catastrophic drop.
Yeah.
This time, I think Rising Nepal has lost this one. Prerak is out there, but 4 players shooting at him versus 1 player shooting at him. I think he's going to drop down as well. Crazy. Run, run, run. That's one thing that you need to do right now as the players are being turned into crates. And Crazy, look at him. He is just trying to run. He cannot catch his breath, not physically, not mentally, because he needs to run to save himself from the catastrophe. And also, but can he? I don't think so. Rising Nepal, bye-bye. They have 1 kill. But the other team has 6.
Within the first...
Oh my god. Oh, why
all
do
of them
you
are
do
doing it.
that? Why
All
do
of
you
them
do
are
that?
doing it. Like, just one guy is like, T'Challa is like, all right, we need to be professional about this. We need to be careful about what we do now. The other players are like, just dance.
Which song? Which song was playing?
That is a song.
All right.
I don't remember the exact lyrics, but that is a part of a song.
Please don't sing. I don't want to die right now. Please don't sing a song. All right, with Salty on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, Xtreme is low on health right now. Salty Nima, Salty Producer, and Salty AJ out here. And Xtreme is also in a safer spot. So the circle is gonna leave Cosmodrome in a while, and after that, the northern movements are gonna be a bit handy, because you see this area. The cluster is being formed in the centralized area right now.
Yeah.
So all that means is the shore side where TX is, that area is kind of a good area to stay in. But then the teams of Salty, INES, when they have to this area is going to be a really good area, and the zone leaves Cosmodrome. Salty has to get in, INS is in, and the fights that are going to happen properly centralized after the 4th or 5th circle.
Yeah, these are going to be centralized fight after the 4th circle. I think that's when it's going to kick in, because before that, the teams at the edge of the island, they are going to be careful. They do not want to move in and give up their position early on before it is required. Talking about things that are required in game, it is definitely going to be the M249, a gun that can hold 100 bullets, a gun wherein you just press the fire button, press the shooting button, and then just flick your fingers towards your opponents.
Yep, that is totally true. And T2K on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. So, one thing, T2K has had a chicken dinner, but then they are also one of the teams that is on the bottom end of the table with a chicken dinner in their hands. So, teams perform good in one game, but the word that I am looking for, I mean, obviously, I know the word that is. It's consistency.
It's consistency.
That matters.
It's lacking, yeah.
Yeah,
it's lacking from the teams that are doing really well. That's the weird thing. R3D and Zale is going to be taken down by the play zone, and that is going to be R3D exiting the game on the 15th position, not the 16th. All 3 players were taken down in that fight that was happening between RN and JyanMaara. JyanMaara obviously winning that one, and the 3 players from R3D, they were taken down by both those teams put together. So third-partying that early on is obviously going to be a risk. You want to start third-partying fights after 5th circle probably. The later the better, but after a certain point it is just going to be too late and you're just going to be lacking behind in the kills, so chicken dinner is going to be important from them. But now T2K and Rivals next to each other. Is someone going to engage in this fight, or are we just going to have a cold war on our hands where everyone is just going to go and try to go for the placement points and try to be safe until the 4th circle and not fight at all? What is going to happen? Only time will tell. As the teams rotate in towards the center of the circle, as there is that small river, that small canal that is separating these 2 areas, and making it towards the eastern side of that section is going to be pretty important. You do not want to get caught off guard, so controlling the compounds in the center is going to be important as well, as Ocean pointed out, because the central area is going to allow you a faster rotation to no matter where the next circle is going to be.
Yeah, that is totally true. And the major thing out here is going to be, you see, T2K, the thing that we were talking about, the consistency out there that goes on. So if they take a fight, the major factor is going to be that they should not fall short when the fight happens. And Hype is looking pretty decent. They dropped to 4th, then they stepped their game.
Yeah.
Not exactly, but then they kind of stepped their game and were out on the 2nd position. As you can see, only team that has kills right now. You can see the alive counter. The only team that has kills is JyanMaara with 6 kills. That means out of the alive players, JyanMaara with 56 people alive still can actually, reach a bigger number. Right now they have 6. Imagine if they survive till the end and the fights happen. From that 6, they can just, have an incredible jump or something. But the jump thing is going to be done by the circle, as the players will have to jump inside the white zone. As you can see from the northern side, Solti, they have a constant war with the circle right now. First from Cosmodrome, then from the southern end of Cosmodrome, northern end of Peshkova. And after this, the major factor is going to be where they can move. After this, the circle is going to shift to the northern side, so the southern teams will have to actually rotate. But then we'll see all of that happens, as 1 minute 30 seconds are on the clock right now for the circle to go. NHN in an incredibly good spot right now.
Yeah, NHN, they are going to be pretty happy about the fact right on the northeastern side of Cement Factory. So they will be safe for a while. But once again, that is going to be an open area, so they need to find some cover from where they can take advantage of the position and take fights as well. Talking about taking fights, 7C is right now looking towards JyanMaara and the form that JyanMaara they are in. It is incredible. Getting the chicken dinner in the last game in the early fight, getting 4 kills for themselves while not losing a single player. That was pretty intense, and taking into account of the fact that their players, JyanMaara's players, did not have any single heals. Ocean, it is the AWM, the 8x, the Adrenaline Surge, all in one. It's like a Happy Meal in there.
Happy Meal, just let me know. See, whenever I order Happy Meal, I just ask which toy are you getting.
It is a good toy. AWM, 8x, Adrenaline Surge.
It's a responsible toy. You need to give it to one who actually uses it responsibly. That's like one thing that just matters with AWMs. That is one thing needed. 7C Hades on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. PN Mafia Ninja takes down Rivals Trigger. Rivals Slayer also goes down. PN Mafia Ninja on just 10 HP, clutches this fight as he takes down 2 players, and what he started will be finished by Avsec, as now they have 2 kills for themselves. PN Avsec on low health as well, but on 75 right now, he can just boost it up easily. Mafia Ninja, he needs a revive, and I think Avsec will go for a Team Xtreme's 4 players. Niku on your screen is trying to spot some players from PN Gaming, because if he does, obviously he's gonna go and clutch those fights for himself right now. But the thing is, he has a level 3 helmet and level 1 vest, so if he gets shot at the body area, obviously the damage is going to be a lot more out in that scenario.
The damage is definitely going to be there, as the players from the side of PN Gaming now need to be careful. Mafia Ninja has been dropped down to 10 health. The revive is definitely going to be there. The heal is definitely going to be there for him, but Niku from the side of Team Xtreme, he is not letting this one go. He does not want these players to live and these players to carry on. Plus, he does want the kills for his team that are going to give them the extra points in the standing. Mafia Ninja, as I said, the heal is going to be there. He is healing slowly and steadily, but can he survive this open rotation? Niku, he has the M4 in his hand. He has the G36C in his bag. The M4 right now equipped with the 3X. He's going to rotate in towards his teammate, give them the information, and wait for the call as to where they are supposed to rotate. Talking about rotating, one team that is not going to allow anyone to rotate, it's going to be Elementrix. Sugar with that AWM in his hands, and the ghillie suit, the snow ghillie suit.
I still remember the first day when Elementrix played the first Miramar match, and Shagar had that jump shot of Car 98, that headshot. So now he has a better gun. Now he is much more blood hungry. As you know, Elementrix has had their comeback. So now he needs to pop the heads out with this one. We would love to see it. I know you incredible people would love to see it. See, exactly what I said. NHN is in a good spot with the circle. Solti will have to always rotate in the circle if they'll stay out there. And Hype. Alright, so now the major thing is the teams inside the cluster of the northern edge, 7C, Hype, NHN, all those teams, they will be engaging in a fight right now, because this is the timer, 38 seconds, and after this the circle actually goes starts to collapse once again, and the teams outside the circle are gonna try and rotate in the circle. So that will be one of the times when the fights are gonna happen. JM Wong on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. JyanMaara overall has a really good compound for themselves, but then they are at the outer edge of the circle. If they contest 7Cs while on their way, they can get engaged in some impressive fights. Hype SK49 is out in the open, just trying to spot some players if they can, and if they can, I think they can just take them down. Just just like 7C's Masquerade took down Elementrix's Poo Man.
Yeah, Elementrix now going to be in trouble. One player down, but Sugar, he has the AWM. And 7Cs, they are not letting this one go as they turn around. The targets have changed. Elementrix in their crosshairs. Man, Orin, he has been spotted out. Sugar, he has been spotted out as well. And the damage was being dealt, but just not enough. Mr. Yuzu, he's rotating out from the open. He can be taken out on that cliff. Oh boy, what is gonna happen over there as Solti on the other side is gonna take down Hunter from the side of T2K, and players from the side of Elementrix have actually held their position for long enough. They are not gonna take this one. They just fall back and run towards the cover. But now it is gonna be 7C's turn to be the one running, because JyanMaara, they are coming in their direction and they have to be careful of this team. But look at this, another cold war happening. Hype, T2K, SoltiSquad all up against each other. Hype and T2K, they have the compounds for the sim, but Solti is fighting from the open. So this, they have to be careful about this one. And INES is on the low ground right in front of the compound that 7Cs have under their control. But INES spread apart, all the players just staying still, not moving at all so as to not give away any information to the enemies.
Northern teams, they'll have to actually rotate and take the fights as soon as they can. Rivals currently at the edge of the circle, SoltiSquad at the edge of the circle. These teams, INES at the edge of the circle, these teams will have to move in a bit in a while, as we are about to hit 20 minutes and 30 seconds. And when that happens, the circle shifts, and the circle shift is real, ladies and gentlemen. Now INES has to move, 7C has to move. So many teams will have to move inside the circle right now, as the circle rotations are going to be handy. As you can see, the circle goes and shifts towards the cement factory. This is going to be a cement factory sewer zone right now for the latest stages, as there's Elementrix squad 971 and Nepali Ho Ni inside the circle right now. Rest assured, each and every 11 team is outside the circle right now. Look at this Sinistro takes down Vikendi. That fight is happening inside the circle, and this is one of the things that just happened out there. Vikendi is going to fall apart, and this thing is going to force Nepali Ho Ni to just get outside of the fight zone. I mean, they were there for the airdrop, but then the airdrop was being baited by 1971. Amazing bait just came out from them, their side. JyanMaara Sonim has 2 kills, but has done catastrophic 346 damage for himself and for the team. Abstract takes down Rivals Divine. That is going to put Rivals in a bad situation.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a bad situation for the Rivals, but Kazi with that Car 98 in his hand is going to drop another player, P and Blend going down, and he has the focus on the other players as well, but needs to be careful. Once again, the Car 98 being taken out. They spotted a player with the car coming in towards them, and it was Mafia Ninja going in for the flank, but this is going to be a 1 versus 4 situation. Mafia Ninja, you need to be careful. Salty AJ is going to be blown up as INES, but Rave spots out AJ and Xtreme. The car is not going to make it, and that is just going to leave Salty with just one man standing. Nima, he's trying to run away, but can he? That is going to be the question, as 7C, JM, INES and Salty, all of them look to make their rotation towards the cement factory. Sony is going to be taken down. Boli Hang spots out the players from the side of Hype and DE, but T2K, can they come out on top of this one, as PN Gaming is engaging on the other players. Rated Sir, Vadu Sir and Illusion Sir, they have been taken down. Vadu is still standing, but PN Gaming is going to be wiped out just because Kazi from the team of TX was shooting at them from the back. And the two teams, T2K and TX, working together, just wipe out an entire squad that just engaged at the wrong time, I guess.
Yeah, knowingly, unknowingly, a friendly scenario just happened out there. But then look at this, Vadusa surviving. For how long is going to be one thing. 7C's Aruz with a 2 times on his Car 98. That's a different one. That's a weird one out there. But then he knows that he'll have to move into safety. And look at this. This vehicle skin is incredibly impressive out there. This skin is looking really good. I mean, the proper metallic Dacia or something. I don't know. JyanMaara's rank takes fight against INES here, so I think these teams are really close to each other. But Brave, as you can see on that tree area, for how long can he survive out there? Because the Molotovs are coming, and Molotovs are going to take him down alongside 7C. The players that are going there, but Brave's kill has been taken, and 1 kill was stolen out there. 7C Maski Whitey has 3 kills, is on the proper domination. Yes, he is. INES is surviving with machine right now. But can that person actually turn into a machine when the fights are going to be concentrated on him, as he has Rivals on his left, 7C on his up front? Which side is he going to pick for the fight, or which side is he going to pick for the save? That is going to be one thing. Rivals is surviving with just 1 player. Salty with 1 player. INES with 1 player. There is 1v1 when fights can happen right in the proximity of each other. So 1971 still trying to spot some players, but can they? That's going to be a question as they have a good cover, but then their opponents are going to come outside of the open area.
That is definitely going to be the question. DEO rated is going to get killed off by a vehicle, and Captain is going to finish him with that MPK5. But now coming in towards this Elementrix, they are going to be in a tough situation as 3 men surviving in the cement factory can be surrounded from every single angle. If someone charges into their building, they need to all shoot at the same time. Sugar is going to be outside with that Uzi and that AWM in his hands. So that man can take out anyone with just single bullet fired from his big gun. But on the other side, a lot of people, if they actually climb up on him, if there are a lot of shots being fired, he's not going to have the time to fire that one bullet. He's just going to be dead the moment he's spotted. TDP Saga is going to turn his attention towards the players from the side of T2K who are coming in from the downstairs area. He has the high ground advantage, so he can spot out all these players. Chari, the shots being fired of Sarga with that AK in his hands. How much can he pull off? On the other side, Hype Gurkha Whitey is going to take down one of the players from the side of 1971 Gladiators. And as the last player from the side of INES is going to be taken out, INES take an exit from the game on the 13th position, down to the 12th team. 25-minute mark, Cement Factory Circle. This is just going to be a war zone. T2K, they have the high ground. Gladiators are taken out in an instant as Hype just destroy them. I think 7Cs are going to be next as they can be sandwiched by the team of TX and Hype. But in the meanwhile, Deadeye Guys take an exit from the game.
Hype's players, they kind of need the revival for themselves as well. Demon OP is slowly and steadily bleeding out. TX is moving in forward. If they just go for it, 7C ADC is going to bite the dust in no time soon. But the major factor is Hades is still surviving, just trying to survive if he can. Elementrix's Shagar has been taken down. Look at this. The winner chicken dinner forecast says JyanMaara, Hype, and Xtreme and TDP. They have a really good chance of winning the game, but can they win the game? Can they win the game? The game that's gonna end up in the open area. State Legend was spotted out there. 17 damage was done on him. RivalsX gets eliminated out there. Look at this. Hype squad is slowly and steadily just going down on one another. Prototype is lone survivor. Prototype goes down and bites the dust, but no, TX even bites the dust as Prototype survives on just 20 HP. Mr. Yosu giving revive on one side. Hype's Prototype needs to give revive to 3 players for himself. Can he actually go for it as Elementrix is on the outer edge? Elementrix, once they get revive, look at this, Mr. Yosu on one side. Can they go for it? He needs to revive 4 players. 1 minute remaining. He can revive all 4 of them. All 4 of them can stay in the game. Can it happen? 7C on the other side. 1 player of Elementrix outside the circle, at the edge of the circle. If he puts up a grenade, that can be the end game for Hype right now. If he plays his cards right, but will he go for it? Nepali Ho Ni and 7C outside the circle. Circle and 7C and Nepali Ho Ni is sandwiched in those situations. Will 7C go for it? TDP Utsarga is on top of a mountain. But where is TDP on top? That's like one of my questions.
Yeah, I think that is going to be everyone. Oh, he is on top as well. TDP on top, was on top, but now is looking to come down for some reason. JM Sonim is going to look to catch him in the rotation. TDP still surviving with all 4 players quite strong. On the other side, Nepali Ho Ni Gole is going to be taken down by the players from the side of T2K. And on top is just going to start demolishing the players all around the map as T2K Bolihang is going to be taken down and finished with an Uzi. Elementrix is going to take an exit as Orange is going to be taken down by Hype. And as you said, it is going to be 7C that sandwich the players from the side of Nepali Ho Ni. But can that happen? Hype is coming in. They are looking to close in. But TDP, they have a really good position on the edge of the circle, on the edge of the play zone. They can make it count, but for that they need to destroy everyone before the blue zone kicks in, which is already too late.
Play zone is eating people out there. You can see the Leon at the edge, Prototype at the edge, and 2 players are gonna be eaten alive by play zone. One of them is gonna go in the hands of JyanMaara Zhuang as he has the kill. T2K Legend also goes down as TDP on top is taking the kills. 2 kills for this player, 3 for the team. Can TDP go for this one? Previous game was almost theirs. Can they have a chicken in this one, as this is going to give them a really good boost? JyanMaara 25% probability, TDP 25% probability. Nepali Ho Ni out there. Ancient Reaper OP takes on 7C Maske White. Look at this, JyanMaara, Chala and Gunner just trying to take that perfect TPP if they can go for it. Shoni takes down Lakhe OP. Playzone takes down Hype the Leon. That is looking really bad as Team Hype gets their exit with 9 kills and 6th position. This is going to reflect in their overall scoreboard. Team 7C gets eliminated as well. We are down to 4 teams, ladies and gentlemen, 11 players surviving. Which team is gonna win? As TDP has all their players alive. 4 players for TDP. JyanMaara's 1 player was down, but then he has also been revived out there. Nepali Ho Ni with 2 players, 1 surviving, 1 reviving. Both are alive right now. T2K out there, and this is gonna looking really bad as On Top goes down. He has been eaten alive, but then T2K exits. But Puffy, the things are not stopping as the gunshots are still coming. Puffy has been spotted. 1 shot, 2 shots more, and that is gonna be him revived. But look at him.
He jumped down, but can he survive the drop? Oh, just barely manages to survive with 2 health, but the shots from the gun are gonna knock him down. Sarga is coming down for his teammate. Sarga and Doku Doku, the 2 players still alive from the side of TDP. Can they class this one out for his team? JyanMaara is still standing strong with all 4 players in there. Nepali Ho Ni is gonna be the next target, and they are trying to fight both these teams, TDP and Nepali Ho Ni, at the same time. JM, can he do it for the second time in a row? The odds are in their favor. 44% chance according to the forecast of their winning. Reaper is running in the open. He's going to be knocked down. But now Lakhe is the only man left standing, and TDP, they are coming in from the other side of this big rock. JyanMaara, all 4 players grouped up together. A lot of them are going to take the damage from the blue zone. Nepali Ho Ni is going to be eliminated. 4 versus 2 situation. Can TDP class this one? Gunnar trying to go for the TPP. He's in a bad spot, but TDP Utsarga misses all his shots, so the advantage is going to be in favor of the side of JM, just because they know the info. But the nade being cooked, is it going to land perfectly or is it going to miss? But Gunnar, he takes the damage. Is the nade going to pop in an instant and dish him out of the game? That is not going to happen. Another one is going to come in, but Utsarga is going to be backstabbed.
The grenade is here. The grenade is here. His own grenade is going to end him up, and yes, it does. And that is going to be the end as TDP goes on the second, and JM back to back.
I think they were waiting for this moment. They were waiting for the last few matches to take the chicken dinner and climb into the top 6, because they were not that far behind.
And now they are gonna be out there in top 6 if that happens. We'll have to see how much skills they actually have at the end. But then the gameplay, I mean, JyanMaara, the factor was they had all the 4 players surviving. They had 2 players at up top of the hill, 2 players right fighting out in the bottom. TDP kind of lost their game at the situation where they were cooking the grenade.
Yeah.
If the player goes down, if it's less than, see, if the thing with the grenades is the grenade pin goes for 7 seconds. If in the first 3 seconds you get shot at, the grenade is not gonna be out there. But if it's in the final 4 seconds, the grenade is gonna land out there, and that's one thing that happened. That was the end for the team. Let's just see who's the MVP from the side of JyanMaara this time. Are we gonna see a new face, or is it gonna be the same face? It's Wong with 5 kills for himself, 726 damage, 29 minutes of survival time, and 5.32 kilometers was the distance covered. This guy has been incredible in today's fight.
Yeah, amazing performance coming in this game and the last game as well from Wang. I mean, we saw the plays wherein he was trying to revive his teammates. Really good supportive play coming in from their side. And this time, I think it was the nade for the side of TDP, and the fact that they did not look around their surroundings, because it was just that one backstab coming in from the top of the rock. JM somehow managed to get one of their players to go for the backstab and create that opportunity, while Gunnar was just being a distraction right in front of Utsarga's eyes. And it is sort of the situation wherein if you can see your opponent can see you as well. And Utsarga should have known that, because Gunnar is not shooting at is like not shooting at him for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly like one of the things. But then let's just have a look at the game standings. Let's see which team did the good out in this one. As we know, 11 is out there. JyanMaara was out there, 31 points for themselves. TDP on the second one. Team Hype, that's a good jump, boys. That is a really good jump. Like, you can see 6 placement points, but then they're landing in the top 3. That's good. And then T2K is out there. So Nepali Ho Ni got the 3rd position, but then the kills for themselves were low, so that's why they are on the 5th right now. Team 7C on the 6th, Xtreme on the 7th, and Elementrix finishing up on the 8th position for themselves.
Yeah, but moving on, it's going to be PN Gaming on the 9th, SoltiSquad on the 10th, INES on the 11th position, Rivals on the 12th, Deadeyes Guys on the 13th position, the Gladiators, 1971 Gladiators on the 14th, Rising Nepal on the 15th, and R3D Devils on the 16th position.
Alright, the major thing is, we'll be looking at the overall standings, and I would want a head-to-head of the 6th and 7th overall, because of the fact one final game remains.
Yeah.
What are the point differences? What is it that one team will be lacking? What is it that the other team has done really good, and why are they at 6th and why is the other team at 7th? I want to see. And one thing I would like 6th and 7th position and 7th and 8th as well overall, because 8th will also might be 8th might be having a chance as well.
Yeah, if the point difference is not that big, I think 8th and 9th position can actually make a 30-point game, a 35-point game, and climb back into the top 6. Because once again, we would like to remind you guys, the top 6 are going to move on to play the PMPL. So let's have a look at the overall standings and see how the teams are doing, where they are, and how much more they will have to do. Because INES, they are going to be first, 140 points. That is not going to change. Hype is going to be second, 136 points. That is not going to change. But JyanMaara, they climb up to the 3rd position right now. 128 points for the team. 2 chicken dinners do the job for them. Xtreme is going to be 4th now. 1971 Gladiators on the 5th. Elementrix is going to be on the 6th. 119 points. And 119 from there, we just dropped down to 101. Deadeye Guys just thrown out of the top 6 on the 7th right now. SoltiSquad, it's going to be 8th with 96 points on them.
I mean, we'll just be needing the head-to-head of 6th and 7th only, because that is going to be something. That's going to be the game changer. On the 9th for your screen is, ladies and gentlemen, TDP. Team T2K on the 10th, Nepali Ho Ni on the 11th, PN Gaming on the 12th, Team 7C on the 13th, RisingNepalX on the 14th, R3 Devils on the 15th, and RivalsX ending up their day on the 16th for now. But then one final match, one final chance to show if you have what it takes. One final goosebump moment, one final 1v4 if you can do, one final clutch if you can just go for it, one final sniper shot, one final Uzi shot, anything if it makes the game for you.
Yeah,
it's gonna be out there.
All that is because it is gonna be the one final game after this. But before we do that, let's have a look at the head-to-head between the team at the 6th position and the 7th position. Elementrix versus Deadeye Guys, and see the things that are separating them. It is gonna be 48 kills for Elementrix, 37 for Deadeye Guys, 12,000 damage for Elementrix and 10,000 for Deadeye Guys. So healing is quite the same. Elementrix is healing a little bit less. Headshots is 11 to 5. Chicken dinners 1 to 0. But something that has not happened during these finals, it's going to be the point difference between the team on the 6th and the 7th. Because so far it has been 2 or 3 points or one.
When we started the day, the difference was 1 point. Second game difference is 2 points. The exponential increase that happened, I don't know what just happened. The difference is 18 points right now. 6 times the difference of the second game or something. And that difference, it comes out because the 11 kill difference and all those things. So if anything, I think Elementrix, they just need to play their game in their pace if they want to stay there. And Deadeyes Guys, they should not collapse upon them.
Or since it's the last game of the finals and Elementrix, they want to secure their position, I think they are just going to play the same way that they played just in the group stages as well. Just go all passive. Survive, don't take a fight until just 3 teams are remaining. But that is gonna happen after the break as we move on to the last game of the PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Finals. We'll be right back. You guys just stay tuned and keep watching. Hello everyone, and for the last time, welcome back to PMCO 2020 Spring Split South Asia Regional Finals. My name is Varun Super Johnny John, being joined on the airdrop by Ocean Sharma, who has a very interesting fact for you about the last map that was played.
All right, so I was telling him about the previous map of Vikendi. So Vikendi, the word Vikendi actually comes from the word Vikings, and it's that Scandinavian thing. And Brendan Green, the creator of PUBG, actually loves Vikings. And so when the new map was about to be introduced, he wanted to name the map Viking. But then just like Erangel is a kind of random word, and all those things. Like Erangel comes from his daughter, so those things were out there. So he named it Vikendi, like Vikings, Vik and Indy. It was just like that amalgamation that he just went for. So. And alright, do you know this? Another fun fact: when they were making the zones and all, the zone was used to be a square. They thought of a square wide zone.
Okay,
and blue
then
zone.
what made it into a circle? Why a circle from a square?
A bug in the coding made it into a circle,
So
and they loved it.
a glitch coming in, a glitch in the Matrix gave us one of our favorite games that we like to play, and a game that you all love. It is the PUBG Mobile, and this is one of the biggest tournaments on the planet, the PMCO 2020. Moving on from here, the top 6 teams will qualify for an even bigger tournament, which is going to be the PMPL. So the top 6 teams are going to join the top 9 teams from India, who are going to be joining the top 5, the 5 invited teams from 2019's PMCO Fall Split. But this time, the difference between the 6th and the 7th team, I think we have to watch out for that one, because the difference is 18 points, if I'm not wrong. And this last game of Erangel is going to decide who moves on, who is not going to move on, who is going to go back home, and who is going to go to the land. That's the trajectory for the plane is going to be starting from the shooting range area and ending to the ferry pier. So our real estate agent Ocean Sharma is going to take you through the places that you can land.
All right, so Severny is where PN is going. 7 Seas is going to go to Georgopol. NHN is going to go to Georgopol. Once again, they are going for their drop. JyanMaara is also dropping out from the plane right now. Plane drops are coming hype on their initial drop of Gatka. Pochinki is going to be acquired by some squads as well. TX has dropped in. You can go to Rozok School, Pochinki, Ferry Pier, Primos, Query. I know, we know where Elementrix is gonna go. They are gonna go for the bread split for themselves. But one thing that is gonna leave me in wonders is that JyanMaara loves to go to Lipovka. How or when are they gonna plan today's drop? R3D is going for a different drop this time. R3D is going for a Rozok drop. What is happening? Are they going to contest someone else's drop, as there used to be some other team, or are they going to go? They are going for a Water City area. This is new. Look at this. The teams that are at the topmost area, they are the ones that have to play it. The other one can go for YOLO strats.
Ocean, look at this. All the teams are inside the circle. No one decided to go on the eastern side of the map. Military base, Novo, all those spaces have been left empty. And now the final circle is on the western area, centered around Gatka. Pochinki is going to be available. School, Rozok, Georgopol City, the city across the river. Query is going to be available, but as soon as the fight starts, TDP, they are going to lose one player, and Rivals, they are so neck and neck with SoltiSquad. Trigger is going to be isolated from this fight. Slayer coming from the back, who's going to come out on top. The 2 players from the side of SoltiSquad, they go charging in that house. Trigger still hiding, not moving an inch, is going to jump down right now, but Rising Nepal, another player going down. On top is going to take down Sonam. Trigger is running around trying to juke out those shots that are being fired at him. Xtreme is going to be taken down, but Trigger is going to be taken down, and he is going to be finished off with that shotgun from Roos, and he is still waiting, but now is not going to wait any longer. The revive on the player is going to come in, and this fight is happening in that Query area, where on top he has the higher ground, and he is like Obi-Wan Kenobi. You do not want him to have the higher ground. Alex Whitey has been taken down on top with that Uzi in his hand. Is going to look to charge towards Crazy, who's hiding in that one house, isolated, but on top he has to be careful. He can be taken on from the other side as well. Crazy outside right now. The Uzi coming into play does a lot of damage, and Crazy is going to be taken out of this game, and Rising Nepal exiting the game, the last game in the first 3 minutes. 3 minutes were not even completed.
Wow, this guy had a 1v4 right now, does not have anything to lose, and just went in berserk right now. He was a bazooka, did a 1v4, wiped the squad, has 490 damage already, has 4 kills already, He has everything that he wants right now. Does not have a vest though, but still has everything that he wants right now. We'll have to see what happens if the fights go on. This guy is going crazy, and look at this rival Slayer surviving out there. Rivals Noob is also in his close proximity. SoltiSquad just moving in forward. TX is also coming in charging in to the areas. We see all the three players just moved in, and Rival Slayer, the information has been in the footsteps are there, and one player just moved in. Nima is out there, AJ is out there, Rusin is out there. What's gonna happen as Slayer is, why are you reloading right now? One more player falls down, but just one player surviving. Rivals, they are just moving. And look at Solti, they had nothing to lose, and they're just moving. Another squad gets eliminated as RivalsX exits the stage. So Rising Nepal and RivalsX, two teams that just went down. And Solti, this time, having 4 kills for themselves. This is just going incredible.
Yeah, 4 kills on an entire team and 4 kills on just one guy. TDP on top. If TDP actually put up they have to pull off a miracle basically to stay inside the top 6, and the chances for that happening are probably low. But I said the chances are probably low. Not impossible. It is not going to be impossible for TDP to not make it. They will have to pull it. But can they pull it off? That's going to be the question that we need to ask. And that is the question that TDP needs to answer in this game. SoltiSquad, even they are trying their hardest. Every single team is going to go YOLO in this match, because this is going to be the final game of this finals. And from here on out, it's all over. Either you move and keep playing, or either you are out of this tournament.
Yes, that is totally true. Like, there is an 18-point difference in between 6th and the 7th. How close will the team be, or if they can topple with just one more point? Imagine they just come in on top, and Elementrix just eliminates on the 7th. That is going to be something. But then Elementrix, we know their game style. We know how they change their strategies. We will have to see what happens in all those scenarios. As the first circle is coming, 5 minutes and 30 seconds inside the game, ladies and gentlemen. TX. This area, you and I, we have seen some teams doing incredible wonders around in this area when we casted some other regions out there. But then NHN with their new old drop with new strategies in all those scenarios, they are just gonna go in for this one. What is gonna happen? Vcash, Reaper, Lockheed. On the other hand, TDP, Doku, Puffy, I mean, on top is taking fights for the team. So the team needs to, they're like, should we pick up the gun or not, or are you going to just wipe the server or something? That's one thing that is just is happening out here. But 6 minutes and 4 seconds into the game, ladies and gentlemen, the circle is coming. The circle will keep on coming till 7 minutes 30 seconds mark. We'll have to see where the circle actually goes. JyanMaara, to their traditional drop of Lipovka, they went there. They have a US for themselves to just come out for when they'll have to go. So I think as of now, JyanMaara does not need to worry about any fights right now.
Yeah, they do not have to worry about the fight, but this is the exact same scenario as the previous Erangel that JyanMaara won. It is going to have to be that rotation coming in from that Lipovka side, and the last time they did that, they got the chicken dinner for themselves. So they have to be careful. But on the other side, T2K taking control of the Everest for them are going to have the information of all the cars moving from the Georgia Pole crates all towards the Gatka area, but TX Demon, he's going to be caught off guard by the players from the side of DE. The shots have been fired, the information has been given away. Look at this, as the information was relayed that there are players present on towards the houses close to ruins, the entire team of TX, everyone behind Demon, just sort of swayed away from those houses and took an alternative route into ruins. And ruins is also an interesting place because fights over there, you feel like it's out in the open, but there are a lot of those broken, the fragments of the destroyed
ruined areas.
Yeah, the ruined castle fragments are there to protect you. Nepali Ho Ni climbing on top of Everest are going to come in contact with the team of T2K, but who is going to take control of the situation? Because Everest, even though it's big, the top is actually quite spread out, and controlling the entire position is a big challenge. You can reach the top, but you can't hold all of that area by yourself for a really long time, and Nepali Ho Ni can actually exploit the situation from the side of T2K and take control of this, gather a lot of information and move on to the later stages of the game. But that is definitely going to be a challenge for them. Right now, the nade being cooked by Hunter. If this lands perfectly, Reaper is going to be in so much trouble. But Reaper, once again, rotates out of there. Gole is trying to go in, goes for the peak. Some damage being given to the side of T2K. And T2K, they have been wrapped around because the other two players from the side of Nepali Ho Ni are coming in from behind. Lanka and Vcash, they can go for the backstab. But is this going to be successful as Hunter goes in on the players right in front of him? But no one is moving as one of the players. Gole is going to fall down. That's going to be ground loss. But Vcash comes in from behind. It's going to get one knock. Foresting Chari being taken out in a matter of seconds. It is going to be a 3 vs 4 fight. So now Goliang takes a lot of damage, but the knock's still not there. On the other side, Hunter charges in onto the other players, and this is going to be so hard for the team of T2K. This is looking like another squad wipe coming in. The legend is the only man standing. He has to do a 1 vs 4 to come out on top, but that is so hard for now.
That is near to impossible. Goliang is also surviving, but then he is concentrated. Not anymore. Legend is left right now. Two players coming from each direction. Just finishes him. This is the fight that everyone wanted. The fight of the fight is going like fire right now. It's just spreading out there as one more squad bites the dust. 13 squads remaining already. 52 players surviving already. It's it's impressive. Like no other single player has been taken out. If the teams are taking out, it's in the form of squads. As 12 players have gone down and 3 squads have gone down, so 3 4s are 12. So I mean that's quick maths. So so that was like one of the things. The airdrop out there on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, has an M249. But look at this, hype is being challenged by Elementrix as Gurkha YT bites the dust. The straight has been formed out. SLC Masquerade, they also spotted the players of 97-1. That was one thing. What hype is gonna do? That's gonna be one of the big questions, as hype is gonna be left with 3 players, and Elementrix wants to make their way. They are in the top 6. They want to stay in the top 6. 97 Ryan actually falls down. Saldu YT, the spray is coming on him, but the spray did not connect right now. Demon OP with a Scarl and also with an M24 is also trying to find a safer spot for him. So 97 they need to give a revive to Ryan right now. They have given the revive, right? So all the thing that matters is that he needs to put up a first hit. DE on the other hand, the team that is on the 7th, they need to come down to the top 6. Can they make it to top 6 as they have the fight in them? They are showing the fight with themselves. 18 points for the team. No pressure, but then there is a lot of pressure as well, as one mistake can just make or break the game for themselves. Solti, the squad that just wiped one squad right now, is looking forward to wipe the second one. And look at AJ. Look at AJ. He can go to the church. He can contest the team from behind, and that backstab is going to cost them all the 4 players. 7C Demon OP once again trying to spot some players. Sinistro is also been spotted out. 9 players goes on Sinistro. 2 more shots. One more shot, and he will go down. He is taking the circle damage on himself, and he will be taken down by circle. Will he be or will he be not, as he is bandaging himself right now? But play zone comes into the play.
Yeah, Playzone is going to come in and Sinistra is going to be taken down, but Salty, DE, they have smoked the entrance of that warehouse just to protect themselves, and Nade, another smoke, I think that is, it's been thrown out to clear up a way and put Salty off the game. But 1971, they turn around and start fighting 7Cs in an all-out war. Sinistro has been finished off, but 7Cs, they have lost a few of their own as well. Aruz is going to come and take down 1971 Ryan. On the other side, another thing that's coming in is going to be the airdrop, and Playzone is going to finish off Nightwing. Ryan is going to be finished off by Aruz with the fist, with the punches coming in. The AWM is in the second airdrop, but talking about things that are coming in, it's going to be DEs who are going to take the fight on towards the side of Salty. So they have smoked up the entrance in front of Salty's house just to stop them from coming in, because charging in, pushing through the smokes is going to be risky, as if you push in quite earlier on, the other players are going to be able to see you first and they will start shooting at you. Salty still being a little bit passive. DE, they are trying to take fights from 2 different directions at the same time. In the house, they have Salty. On the other side, across the ridge, it is going to be PN Gaming. But are they going to win these, or are they just going to be taken out in the sandwich situation that they are in? The nade being thrown is not going to do anything. Shifu has the M16, has the scope on his gun as well. But the players from the side of PN Gaming, they are not giving him any clear peeks. They just come in close to the top, use the third-person perspective, look where the guy is, and then just fall back right away.
Which team is gonna win out this fight? That is a question, as 3 teams are in this area. Soul Team, DE, PNP and Anish was spotted out there by Solti as well. See, each and every team is trying to survive, trying to spot some players, trying to pop some heads, trying to shot some players, trying to form some crates. That is one thing that is just coming out here from all the directions. But the major factor is that DE is sandwiched. So if Solti decides to charge in or anything else, DE has gone down by PNFSec. PNFSec, look at them. They have a vehicle. Are they moving in? I don't think so. They are just going back for some reason. That is a different strategy. I mean, mostly people just get in the warehouses, but
yeah,
this was a different strategy.
I think they have to be careful just because where SoltiSquad is, Solti can go charging in, but they charge in on the players from the side of TDP, and TDP, they are in this compound. They come in from behind. The backstab is here. Xtreme with blind fires, but the players were not stopping. Nima is going to take down Puffy, but Utsarga is still there. On top is going to drop Rusum. Sarga is going to be taken down. On top, he's still standing, but can he survive? No. On top is going to be taken down, and Doku falls down. That is going to be a Trust process. After those 4 kills, they are going to be taken down. Nima goes for a domination, has a triple kill, and SoltiSquad have 8 in total.
Impressively amazing. That is a thing that has happened. As on the other side, like DE had 1 knock and the information was given, and that was just pretty impressive. But out here, when Solti took up a fight against TDP, they just barged in, and they did not just leave anything apart. Like, that was impressive.
Yeah.
Elementrix, on the other hand, Mr. Yozu is really close. Like, now this thing. 2 big names, Elementrix and Nepali Ho Ni, teams that have nothing to lose. Elementrix on 6, they can have everything to lose right now if a bad game goes for them. A grenade comes in, charging on Mr. Yozu, but still he's going to take a little bit of damage, not a lot, as he is in the safer spot. And more grenades are coming in on Shagar's side. But as of now, not much has happened. Illusion takes on Solti Nima. SoltiSquad, that is at 8 kills right now. Can they just make it to a bigger number? Or are they going to fall apart, fall short of the numbers as they are taking their fights as well? Nenechin taking out smokes, grenades, everything that they have to one direction, as one of them actually hits. Reaper OP takes down Mr. Yozu. Poo Man low on health, but then he manages to take down Vcash from his side. Vcash will be finished in just a hint of second. Gladiators also go down. These fights are looking really fast right now.
Yeah.
But then Poo Man and Shagar, orange, Mr. Yozu is bleeding out. A grenade kind of hits Poo Man, and he is down to 75 HP, and NHN is left to 3 players. Mr. Yozu, if he does not get a revive, I mean, Elementrix will be left to 3 players as well.
Yeah, Elementrix, they are fighting with the advantage, but Mr. Yozu in that watchtower is in a really bad situation. Pupuman is trying to find an opening on towards the players of Nepali Ho Ni so he can get 1 knock and go for the revive on his teammate. His teammate is 50% dead already, just bleeding out slowly and steadily. And as we were talking about this, if Elementrix, they are taken down early, and if the other team actually has a good game, Elementrix are going to be eliminated. They do not want that. Elementrix need to go for those kills, have 2 on them already, and this is not a game. This is a bloodbath right now. The circle is on towards the ruins area, which is an open area, so that is going to be a huge fight coming in for these teams. Right now, Elementrix, Nepali Ho Ni, all of them have to go in. The smokes being popped by Pupuman, but that is not going to work out. Mr. Yozu is going to die, and then this is going to be a 3 versus 3 situation. Shagar is going to go for the peek on the house, but Pupuman is going to drop down Gole, and now they have the advantage, but a little bit too late as Mr. Yozu is going to be taken down. Look at this, INES, they drive away in the background, and that can be a good thing because priority should be the zone rotation this time around. Elementrix, they come charging in 2 versus 3 situation. Who's going to come out on Lake? He steps outside the house. Orange has already taken some damage. Can he survive? No, he won't, as he's going to be taken down by Reaper. Lake is still standing, and it is going to be Pupuman and Shagar versus Lake. The shots being fired from the window. Pupuman still in cover. The reload coming in from the side of Lake. He's going to come out, but Shagar is going to be there. Can he take him? And yes, he can. Elementrix taking an early exit in this game. Nepali Ho Ni take an early exit. Elementrix still survive and get those 3 kills. Solti up against E once again.
They are contesting DE from time to time. That is just incredibly amazing. IPSK49 takes on INES, steals skill, and Solti Rusen has taken the grenade to Solti AJ. That is bad. The second grenade from AJ goes to Rusen.
What is going on?
What just happened? But then that gives the opening. Look at this. Just moving forward. 2 free kills coming into them, into their hands, and that is going to leave them on a bad situation. Xtreme and Nima just surviving out there. 7 City even takes on INES even eye with this, and I think it was an easy wipe as DE has the kills in their hand, and Solti with those 8 impressive kills, they just fall short.
DE getting all those kills and still surviving, that is just gonna put Elementrix in so much trouble for the later stages. But talking about trouble right now, PN Gaming Mafia Ninja is gonna be taken down by the players of R3D. Blend, he's still standing, he's still trying to fight. INES get eliminated on the 9th. What is happening in this game? What is going on? All the good teams are dying. No one is staying alive. Everyone is fighting all the time. And R3D still with three players standing strong on the other side. PN Gaming, they still have 3 players as well, but they are spread apart. One good nade can actually take down Bled and Anish at the same time. And the nade did go there. Anish was dropped down to 20% death, but Blend somehow managed to stay safe and stay pretty healthy. He looks back at the worst possible moment. The shots come in, but it is not going to matter as Erangel is going to be taken down. And Anish was taken down. But the other 2 players from the side of R3D, they come and Blend. Oh, another one. He stops at the right moment, but the damage has already been dealt. Blend, he is still alive with 5 health. And if the 2 players peek in at the same time, Blend is going to just die. But the first aid coming in, is he going to be able to heal up? And I think he will be. And 75% as it's back. IR2, you are going to be next. Blend goes, charges and drops down to 50% death. But from the behind, Vaduso from DE is going to get the kill. And that is just DE establishing themselves quite strongly in this game.
Deadeyes guys need an opening this time. Can this be their match? I would want to see Elementrix versus DE happening. If that happens, that's going to be impressive. TDP on top, 609 damage, 4 kills for himself, 7 CRUs on the second in the kill feed. Elementrix Shaga takes on R3D right now. DE Shifusa on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, with that M16 and DP. That's a really different combo. We have never seen anyone use that combo previously, but then this combo, like 2 slow guns coming into the equation, that's impressive. Elementrix Shaga, he has spotted 1 player. IR2 goes down, he buys the dust. Erangel and Kagura, he will not like to do anything as G-Varusa comes in, but Pupuman steals a kill. That's impressive. That is impressive. Amazing. Impressive things going out here. What is happening? Erangel is out there sandwich from 2 sides and he just goes down.
So Ocean, this is now a race between DE and Elementrix. Who is going to get more kills? Who is going to survive to the later stages? That is what it is. It is not a game to get the chicken dinner. It's just a game between these 2 amazing teams, and both of them are fighting for their life. A nade is coming in. Pupuman driving around. This is just getting more intense. Elementrix, they have 9 kills on them. On the other side, DE, they have 6 kills. And now they come face to face. Whoever is going to win this fight is definitely going to make it into the top 6. Orange is going to be taking down. Shagar is going to be next. Vaduso switches his weapon. Shagar goes into cover, but now the car is exposed. And Shagar drives around on the other side. Pupuman, he was so low, but he still somehow managed to get away from this situation. And Elementrix, they are going to be in trouble. 2 players already lost. DE, they have 7 kills on them. They are still looking to climb. But Elementrix, they need to finish in the top 2 to actually stay in the top 6 for this situation and make it to the PMPL. Once again, I'll say what I said earlier. This is not a game for the other teams. This is not a game to get the chicken dinner for any team. This is just going to be a game between Elementrix and DE, Deadeye guys, to see who can get the most kills, who is going to get the most points, and who is going to go to the PMPL.
Pupuman is so low on his health right now. Shifusa has spotted him. DE wants them eliminated by hook or by crook. They want these position points, they want the kill points, and they want each and every kill to come on their favor right now. Elementrix, if I'm not wrong, has 9 kills. DE has 7. Still, Elementrix has that advantage. 18 people alive, 6 teams remaining. Shagar goes down. Vadusa is gonna take that kill for himself, and yes, he does. Incredible. Still leaving Pupuman alive all alone, and Vadusa is moving in forward. It's a lot distance, but still it is there. The circle that is not favoring Elementrix right now. Pupuman is the only person outside the circle. Can he make it inside the circle? As Shifusa is moving in forward for the circle for Pupuman. They want Pupuman out at any instance. That is what this is for. The fight. You can see Shifusa is so close to Pupuman. Pupuman is outside the circle, and oh my god, the circle, the zone is actually with Hype right now. The zone and 7Cs is also out there. Hype and 7Cs, and Pupuman goes down as DE gets his kill. 9 kills for Team DE right now. 9 kills for Elementrix as well. After this, we will have to see where DE lands in the overalls, because DE has to make a way inside the circle right now. They are making, but in that they are going to contest with Hype, as they are really close to Hype. 7C on the other hand, they have a high ground advantage. If they spot them, they are going to take all the kills. On the other side, there are teams that are coming. That is going to be JyanMaara as well. JyanMaara is trying to make their way. Team Xtreme is going to make their way inside the circle. Which team gets it?
So whatever points Elementrix has after they died, DE just need that plus 19 more. Since they have the same amount of kills already, they just need to secure 90 more points, 19 more points in total along with the kills and the placement together.
DE will have to get chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Plus 14-ish, 14, 15 kills if they have to go 17 kills to be safe. If they actually get that, they have it in them, and they are not stopping. Right now, Illusionista takes on Captain and would like to finish him, but then the revival is going to come in as Viper is also low on health, but then Viper will be on full HP right now. Captain, he needs to be touched, he needs to be revived right now, but then look at this, JyanMaara's player, Sonim and Gunnar are moving forward. Sonim has been spotted, Sonim is low on health right now. Gunnar is also out there, can Gunnar give adequate fire? Nico has been spotted by DE Illusionista. DE is on fire right now, literally they are firing the guns out them for themselves, and the grenade is also coming in. One more grenade, this can just end everything for Team Xtreme, and they can have 4 kills in their bank right now. What is the grenade? Takes TX Captain, the second grenade is coming in out there, and DE Illusionista is on a domination as TX Team and also bites the dust. Viper is surviving. Viper is solo out there. For how long can Viper just survive? That's going to be one of the questions as DE is just moving forward. Hype SK49 versus DE, and the Uzi comes in, and this can be the end game for DE right now, but still DE is looking really strong. SK49 with that better M762 has 40 bullets in this. Is popping up a smoke. The Leon's grenade, this grenade can do some damage out there. Shifusa is really close to him, close to the grenade right now. But Prototype, the grenade on Prototype, the grenade on Prototype, the grenade on Prototype can do the damage out there, but he will go down. Yes, he does. The Shifusa's grenade was incredible, and now that gives the opening for Shifusa to move in forward as Redditor is also charging right behind him. The Leon's out there. Another grenade on SK49. The Leon Molotov comes in really far away, but then that Molotov is not going to do the damage. The Leon is just moving in forward. He has spotted the players, he has spotted Redditor, he has spotted Shifusa, but then they have adequate cover for them. So Dalion just goes down. Raids are just moving in out there, and they eliminate team high. 14 kills for this team. How can you stop the comeback? How can you stop it? They know that this is their game. Grenadier coming in for the grenade kills on DE so he just eliminated a whole squad. Yes, he deserves that thing. They can enjoy the level 3 helmet and vest from this airdrop, and also the ghillie suit, which is going to be really amazing if they go for it.
I don't think DE wants the ghillie suit right now. They want the fights, they want the kills. Viper is in front of them. JyanMaara, one more player going down, and Xtreme is going to be taken down as Wadusa takes down Viper. 7C, they are coming charging in. Aruz is going to be taken down as well. Quite in the open. What is happening? Demon and Masky YT. Masky is going for the car, but is he charging in? Gone the other side. Wadu is going to drop Gunner, and DE are just going berserk on everyone. They are not stopping. They're fighting everyone at the same time. Sonim is still standing on the other side. Illusions are with that DP. The smoke is there to protect Sonim, but Wadu is going to finish off Masky. That's just going to leave Demon OP, the only man left standing. 2 vs 1 situation. They charge in on him. They finish him off. Aruz is still standing, but Aruz is not going to be standing for long as he is going to be taken out. It is going to be a 1 vs 1. Oh, he's solo. Shifu has been taken out. Aruz, he can be the man who eliminates DE from this game as Rated is hiding in the smoke. Aruz, the man who took on an entire squad that was just destroying everyone.
With these points, DE, all they need is a chicken dinner, but DE has made some mistakes, and the mistakes are going to cost them a lot of points. Wadusa Illusions are just sitting out there. They are trying to go for to make a good appearance if they can just go for it. Raidser is still trying to survive the smokes. Look at the smoke cloud. Look at the smoke cloud just coming in. JM Sony has to move in forward as well. 7C Mask already 1v2v3 situation, but then one player needs a revive. That's going to be Raidser right now. Illusions, he wants to give the revive right now. Masky Whitey can just go in charge in barge in, and he can just go for the kills. The guns blazing. Sonim is trying to spot some players as well as Wadusa is also going for a 1v1 situation, but then Wadusa is in the open. Wadusa is spraying in the wrong direction. Sonim, that gives him the opportunity to move in forward. He goes into a safer spot. Wadusa kind of knows it, but look at that. Masky Whitey takes out the illusion. Sir, Rated Sir is so solo right now, surviving through that smoke. But Illusion Sir makes it to safety as he will be getting revived right now. But Aruz and Masky YT, a good smoke comes in by Rated Sir on his back, and Sonim is going for the grenade throws, the utility throw out there by himself, the smoke throws as well. Illusion Sir, he will be healing. DE, they are still with 3 players. They have the number game, but can they go for the gun game? Yes, they can. One more player goes down. Aruz is surviving. 3v1v1. Can they pull off the miracle? 18 kills for themselves. This is the game that they need. Yes, they need it. One more player goes down. 3v1 situation for themselves. How are they doing it? This is one of the best incredible gameplays that we have ever witnessed, that you guys are gonna ever witness, as this is the game of comebacks today. has been the game of comebacks. And look at this, Wadu sir, 1300 damage. How can you counter that? Is just one player remaining. Can Sonim pull anything off for himself? I mean, he gets a chicken dinner, that's not gonna matter. But DE, if they get a chicken dinner, it will be their game from 14 points to 20 points. That's how much difference it is gonna make. DE once again running in forward. Sonim on your left, on your left, on your left, and on your right. He's gonna drop one, but on your left is what is gonna cost you. And DE, what did they just do right now?
20 kills coming in for that team. And okay, I'll be honest, this sort of performance from the side of DE Deadeye guys, it showed glimpses of a recent team whose game we casted, Team Bablu from Pakistan. This is what aggression looks like, and this is what happens when you do not care. We said this was going to be a YOLO game, we said this was going to be a race, but did DE win the race, or are they still just an inch behind? Let's have a look at the MVP. From there on out, we will have a look at the standings for this game, and moving on, we will have a look at the overall standings. But Wadu sir, 10 kills, 50% kill contribution to the final score, 1500 damage, and in just 6 kilometers traveled. Okay, so as I was saying, DE, Deadeye guys, and Elementrix, they weren't rotating to get into the zone. They were rotating to find teams to kill, to rack up those points, and to secure their position in the overall standings.
We know that Elementrix is known for comebacks, but then there is another team that is known for comebacks when Elementrix needed a comeback, and that is DE right now. Just like I was saying, one final gunshot, one final Kar 98 shot, one final Uzi shot, it's all gonna count in this one. One final circle rotation, one final medkit, one final grenade by DE, the grenade that just eliminated. I mean, it was impressive.
It was impressive, and for a second in towards the end where Aruz actually took down Rated Sir in that smoke, I thought that was going to be it. I thought this is it. DE, they can't pull it now. They are going to stop. It is going to be a 2 versus 3 situation in the overall number of players alive, and that was going to be it. But still, 7C just let that player live for some reason, go in for the wraparound. Maski gets another knock. They let even that guy live. No utilities being thrown. What was going on in that final fight?
Let's just have a look at this game standing, and let's just see where each and every team is, because we know where DE is. I want to see where Elementrix ends in the overall, because they are third right now.
Yeah, 15 points secured.
But
are they going to be enough?
But 25 points lead by Deadeye guys from them. That lead is a lot when you just go for it. Team 7C on the second, JyanMaara on fourth, Solti on fifth, Xtreme on sixth, seventh is R3D. Team Hype is gonna be eighth, but this difference, 25 points. What?
I think it's just gonna be a 2-point lead for the side of Deadeye guys.
9 position for Nepali Ho Ni TDP on 10th, PN Gaming on 11th, INES on 12th, 97 Gladiators on 13th, Team T2K on the 14th, RivalsX on the 15th, and Rising Nepal on the 16th position for this game. But
let's just run through everything so we can have a look at this. But what are the overall standings? Who is going to qualify?
One thing. If you're showing us overall standings, I want to ask into this. If you are showing us the overall standings, can you show us from bottom 16?
Exactly.
From bottom 16. We want to see the top.
Let the suspense build.
Just show it from the bottom 16. We want the suspense to be out there. What happens in the top 6 scenario? We want it to happen.
The audience want this as well. I know you guys do. I know you guys are watching.
You guys will love a good drum roll. I know, alright.
Yeah, let's have the bottom 8 in front of us for now and see which are the teams whose dreams are pretty much going to be over here, and they will be waiting for the next split to come.
One of the best games I have seen, one of the best endings to a game. This team needed 18 points, and they come up with a 25 point lead. Like that's 7 points for themselves in the lead. But will that be enough? Because other teams that were doing are better than them, lower than them. So
they actually needed 18 plus 15, because the difference was 18 plus the 15 points for the total that Elementrix did
Let's just
I think they got it.
Let's just go for it for the overall points, ladies and gentlemen. Starting from the final 16, RivalsX on 16, R3D Devils on 15, Rising Nepal on 14, 7C on 13, PN Gaming on 12, Team T2K on the 11th, Nepali Ho Ni on the 10th, TDP about to hit the 100th mark. They are with 99 total points and on the 9th position. But
moving on to the
there's
top
a big
8,
but.
let's have a look
Let's.
finally and see if DE make it or is Elementrix still gonna be there. And
Oh my god!
both of them make it.
Both of them,
1971
yeah.
Gladiators are the team that's been thrown out. We did not expect this to happen. Team Hype is gonna be the first team to qualify. INES, they make it. JyanMaara makes it. DE, instead of taking the 6th spot, they are like, we'll trade with the 4th position. Move all the way to the 4th. Xtreme is gonna be there.
God.
And Elementrix and 1971 Gladiators. What an unfortunate last game for them. Difference, let's look at this. Elementrix 134, Gladiators 125 points.
We never expected. We knew a setback was coming. We never expected this was coming, and this was incredible. And what just happened? What just happened out there? Hype is just with 1 point lead. INES on 2nd, JyanMaara on 3rd, Deadeyes Guy is from 7th to 4th, Team Xtreme on 5th, Elementrix on 6th, and Gladiators on 7th. This game, clip each and everything you want from this game on YouTube and just learn how to dominate the viewers if you want to.
I want to have a look at this. Because I think 1971 Gladiators, they were either on the 4th or the 5th position,
yeah.
somewhere between there. And DE, Deadeye guys, they were on that 7th spot. So that big of a swap. Let's have a look and see what changed between these two teams. Why is the standing like this? 57 kills, out of which 20 are from the last game.
I
Think
have
about
no
that.
words
Think
to
about
say.
that.
Like, let that sink in for 1 minute, for 30 seconds, and all those things. And let's just we'll see like what happens in the situations. 13,568 for Deadeyes guys. Out of this 13,568 damage, 13,000 damage, they have had 3,000 in the last final game only.
Yeah.
Like, if you have 20 kills, you should be having like 4,000-ish damage easy. Like, they were going for the damage, so there was that thing. Healing, this is where they just impressed everyone. Lower healing, higher damage, obviously the ratio is good with them. 6 headshots, 9 for Gladiators, but the point difference is where it all changes.